Hi everyone, it's me again, Luis Fernandez. Um, I'm gonna do my informative speech on drug addiction. For a long time now, drugs have been part of our society. Numerous scholars have been differently defined drug abuse, but they all relate to the use and misuse or excessive use of drugs for any purpose other than therapy or medical. Many people die each year due to the drug abuse. A number of people use an illegal drug at least one time in their lifetime. Some of these people use drugs regularly because of drug addictions, unfortunately. Some people result in stealing to get money to buy more of their drug. Individuals under the influence of drugs are usually vulnerable to risky sexual behaviors. This explains the high number of sexually transmitted diseases among drug addicts. More people thinking it is usually impaired that they are under the influence of drugs. In some cases, some of these people may commit crimes that would have not committed when they are sober. Where some of these people, I mean, where some of these drug addicts lack sleep or exhibit abnormally slow movements. A number of drug abusers experience several body weight changes. We should try to avoid interference of drug addiction by all means. In my speech today, I will address the types of drug addictions and the various methods of treatments in our world today. The two types of drug addictions are physical and psychological. Physical abuse addictions refers to the widely when an individual is dependent on a certain drug. Their body fails to function normally unless they have the drug or they use it. Such as body system disturbance are seen more from a form of a psychological disorder resulting from a moral weakness. On the other hand, psychological drug addictions is more evidenced by an individual strong desire to use a certain drug. Some scholars have pointed out that it is easier to control the physical addiction than the psychological addiction. Both of these type of addictions have diverse effects on human beings, such as me and you. One may wonder why someone uses a drug, yet they know the diverse consequences that are associated with a drug addiction. Well, there are many reasons. It is not just to gain happiness when they are bored, but the reasons range from family problems to a history of family addiction, peer pressure, untreatable physical pain, or worse still, mental illness. It is the worst case scenario because individuals that are not in a position to realize that the drugs are negatively affecting them and trust they might not stop using it. Also, such people lack the opportunity to gain knowledge about the diverse effects that it causes on their body or the way the drug is used. Drugs can be categorized into accepted drugs and drugs of abuse. The socially accepted drug includes coffee, alcohol, caffeine. All of these drugs are used in a treatment of different elements belonging to a different category. For instance, aspirin and penicillin. Under the drugs of abuse, we have a stimulant drug, inhibit drugs, depressants, many more different drugs. These types of drugs can either depress or stimulate the nervous system. They are harmful to the body if used in excess. There are many organizations in our world today that can help drug addicts in their quest to stop their addiction. For a drug addict to successfully heal, there are used to actually help them, embrace them, individually interact, approach in different ways. The individual will utilize numerous methods to achieve the healing. Some people may recover after treatment, some may not. Some with the help of self-help groups, some on their own, or organizations like the Central Narcotic Bureau enables them to acquire useful skills. The key requirement for a drug addict who wishes to stop their addiction includes honesty with oneself, such as the one that does not use the drug while to halt the habit. Patience is a vital during the recovery period. Healthy diets are to embrace the process of recovery. Seeking support from a relevant person or authority. The main society faces a problem of drugs. Generally, drug addictions have even become more worse. Most drug addicts undergo a lot of challenges as a result of their addiction. For example, family problems, health problems, poverty. Although most government agencies and socialists across the globe have tried to educate from their culture, their attempts have been because people are not aware of the dangers that drugs are dangerous. Numerous members of society are increasingly watching over people from the diverse effects of drug addiction in a way that medical practitioners address the issue instead of referring it as a personal problem. Most doctors view drug addiction as a problem of affecting both the culture and the society. Various media platforms, drug use and drug addictions as harmful. Due to the harmful nature of illegal drugs, it is only safe that they remain illegal over the legalized. I am the view that a drug-free world is more achievable. Kindly help me fight my drug addiction. Not my drug addiction. Kindly help me fight against drug addiction. Today, we can prevent drug abuse and ultimately drug addiction. Thank you for your time and hope you like my speech.